When hearing about the crowning of a queen, or the term pageant, one normally pictures women in bathing suits or evening gowns. Although the North Carolina Azalea Festival features a queen and a scholarship pageant, its goal is to commemorate the historic beauty of Wilmington and the significance of women to that history. The festival has managed to combine history and contemporary notions of feminism to showcase the importance of women in society, both past and present. The Azalea Festival began in 1948 and is historically one of the most popular and well-attended events in Wilmington, North Carolina. The festival begins with the traditional arrival of Queen Azalea, and it features concerts, art shows, a street fair, a parade, and numerous home and garden tours. For 2 years in a row, the Southeast Tourism Society has featured the festival on its top 20 events list. This event, and others similar to it, not only commemorate the local and regional history, but also present an idealized image of women from the antebellum era. The festival directors have diligently eliminated the potentially controversial aspects of antebellum Southern femininity, incorporating traditional values with more contemporary notions of feminine leadership and racial diversity. Festival organizers have done so by promoting a put-together and polished elite Southern woman. Overall, the North Carolina Azalea Festival attempts to portray women in a favorable and significant role while minimizing any negative notions of Southern belle culture.
Although the Azalea Festival attempts to bring back memories of the past, the events have adapted to keep up with the modern trends and popular culture. In 1953, 5 years after the first festival, the Cape Fear Garden Club held the first garden tour, showcasing the area's finest gardens and the flowers for which the festival is named. 16 years later, the Garden Club's Azalea Bells first make an appearance, serving as the hostesses for the garden tour and eventually becoming the symbol of the festival. Throughout the festival's history, many celebrities and prominent figures have made appearances, including Ronald Reagan, Arnold Palmer, Andy Griffith, and Michael Jordan. Future North Carolina Senator Elizabeth Dole even dressed in her finest hoop skirt and joined the festivities. The festival appointed a female president in 1992, trusting a woman as its leader for the first time in its history. Additionally, in order to increase diversity within the festival, the Azalea Festival Board established a multicultural committee in 1999 in response to calls for increased diversity from the Wilmington community. These events and changes bring the festival to where it is today, a spectacular showcase of local history and Southern charm.
Many people associate the festival with the Azalea Bells, which were originally featured in 1969 during the Cape Fear Garden Club Azalea Tour. At that time, there were only 7 bells. This number has grown substantially over the years, with the festival now featuring over 100 bells. The tradition of this event leaves many young girls dreaming of becoming belles when they are old enough, and senior members of the Cape Fear Garden Club sponsor each belle during her journey in the festival. The bells participate in the majority of the festival's events, including greeting the queen when she arrives, attending the ribbon cutting, and contributing to the Southern feel of the festival. The high school juniors and seniors endure weeks of training and preparation for the festival's events, attending many dress fittings and etiquette classes, as well as learning the ins and outs of the featured gardens. During the festival, the bells serve as guides for visitors taking the garden tour, and they are dressed in elaborate hoop skirts with matching umbrellas for shade. Through these events, the bells provide an evident connection between Southern history and its recognition of female beauty. In the pre-Civil War era, American women were viewed solely in the domestic realm and were expected to always appear polished and feminine. The Azalea Bells strive to commemorate these antebellum era women, promoting a prestigious place for women in Wilmington society and allowing visitors to recall an idealized notion of femininity.
Additionally, long before the ribbon-cutting ceremony, local middle schoolers have the opportunity to participate in the Azalea Festival Scholarship Pageant, which crowns one young lady as the Azalea Princess and awards her a scholarship named for Beverly Ann Jurgensen, the festival's first female president. The incorporation of the pageant in 1949 drew inspiration from the pre-Civil War social elite's emphasis on Southern femininity and female beauty. These qualities naturally led the Azalea Festival leaders to select a princess each year, choosing the person who portrays the perfect young Southern woman. The festival followed in the footsteps of many agricultural and manufacturing companies that created pageants to select women as the figureheads for their product. Similarly, the Azalea Princess provides a role model to all girls her age, leading a life that her antebellum ancestors would be proud of. The pageant generates future Azalea Bells, preparing the participants for that role as well as promoting higher education for young women through scholarships.
The most intriguing portrayal of Southern women in the North Carolina Azalea Festival comes from the coronation and celebration surrounding the Azalea Queen. The Queen's coronation kicks off on the first day of the festival, setting the stage for the whirlwind of events to come. Queen Azalea is rarely a Wilmington resident. The festival board generally selects celebrities or people of significance to serve as the figurehead for each year's event. The festival's first queen, Jacqueline White, appeared in many films in the 1940s and was a prominent figure in Hollywood. When she arrived at her coronation, reporters wrote that she resembled the true American girl. Since then, the list of Azalea queens includes Kim Zimmer, Kelly Ripa, and several former Miss Americas. In appointing these well-known women to the position of Azalea Queen, the festival illuminates each woman's success and ability to be a graceful and gracious leader. Azalea Queen 2012, Erica Dunlap, recalled the experience as a remarkable illustration of American unity in the community and believed that the Queen should be an appropriate role model for the Wilmington society to aspire and emulate. The exposure each queen gains in turn brings attention to her work, whether it is career-related or philanthropic. When the Azalea Queen is crowned, she is also surrounded by her court, which this year included figures such as Miss Wilmington, Miss Fayetteville, and Miss Lake Norman. These women are all recognized because of their ideal feminine qualities, as well as their work, charitable, and social achievements. They help commemorate the antebellum era in Wilmington and serve as a visual symbol of how the locals' ancestors should be remembered. Although some may argue that appointing queens or princesses promotes the objectification of women, those involved with the festival would contend that no harm is meant in these titles. The festival and its participants honor these women because of their traditional Southern qualities, including beauty, elegance, and impact in their community.
Not only does the North Carolina Azalea Festival commemorate local history and serve as a meaningful event for the Wilmington residents, it also gives the impression that women should be celebrated for their achievements as well as their beauty. The event is highly popular in the Wilmington community, and the positions of Azalea Belle and Queen are seen as greatly coveted and revered honors. The Azalea Festival itself commemorates a romantic recalled past, but the events have evolved to represent women as powerful and influential contributors to society. Although some of the most conspicuous aspects of the festival are the costumes and the majestic parade performances, the North Carolina Azalea Festival has helped society as a whole to become more comfortable with increasing female leadership.